Those who abandon the salah will face the consequences in the dunya, beside what awaits him on the day of resurrection. One of these punishment, form of humiliation, is that when they are called to prostrate before Allah on the day of resurrection, and they try, but they won't be able to they will not be given the honor to do so. Some of the scholars have interpreted the ayah for those who abandon Salat al-Jama'ah, those who pray and have the means and ability to pray in Jama'ah and congregation in the masjid, in the houses of Allah, but choose not to, without having any given excuse. Either or show the severity of abandoning the salah or not completed as it should be completed. For Allah the Exalted says the day the shin will be uncovered, and they are indeed asked to prostrate, but the disbelievers will not be able. Their eyes humbled, humiliation will cover them, for they used to be invited to prostrate, to pray, while they were sound, but they chose not to. Ibadallah, know that abandoning even one salah will bring the servant into great loss. For he sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, he who abandons Asr prayer, his deeds will indeed perish. All his deeds will come to perish. Imagine those who abandon the rest of the salah. This is one prayer. We see that one of the most mentioned obligatory act after Tawheed in the book of Allah is the matter of salah. And the last that the servant will leave, meaning the last that would remain of his Islam or her Islam, will be the prayers. Once they stop performing the salah or protecting it, they have left the garden of Islam. The Prophet ﷺ said, indeed the handholds of Islam will be broken one after another. Rulings will be abandoned one after another. Commands will be neglected one after another. And every handhold of Islam will be broken. The people will hold on tight upon the one following it. But then eventually the majority will leave and let loose. So he sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, the first that will be broken will be indeed using the rulings of Allah, the Sharia. And the last will be the salah. So when the servant stops praying, he has let loose of the last thing that keeps him in the garden of Islam. This is the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and this is one out of many. The moment one abandons the prayers, or abandons some of the mandatory salah, he prays some and abandons some, he prays some days and leaves, he has abandoned the entire deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. This is the last thing that keeps him within the shade of Islam.